You know, November is National Family Caregivers Month, and AARP Mississippi is planning a series of events to, that's aimed at the state's family caregivers. Well, join us from Jackson this morning is the director of AARP in Mississippi, Kimberly Campbell. How are you this morning?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm doing very well, thank you very much. Now, we're going to talk about a very special event that kicks off this month with a Facebook Live event called Prepare to Care. It's at 1 p.m. and this presentation, you tell us about it.
Yes. So November is National Caregivers Month, and caregiving is a really big initiative, of course, for AARP. And so we are kicking off today, as a matter of fact, with the live Facebook event about Prepare to Care. And we'll take you through 5 steps to preparing to care, things to get ready for, things to prepare for. We always like to tell people that if you find yourself in the throes of it immediately, it's a lot harder to get ready. And so we try to tell people to start, getting focused, getting prepared when you know that you probably will be the primary caregiver for someone in your family. We'd like for you to be proactive and not reactive.
Now, you've also planned a Mississippi Caregivers Conference that's happening tomorrow in Jackson. And I know you're really excited about that. I see a smile on your face. Tell us all about that, if you would.
Yes, as you said, that kicks off tomorrow at 10 o'clock a.m. at the Hilton in Jackson. That's off County Line Road. We're very excited. It is our AARP Cares Conference. It's when we celebrate caregivers. And before our event tomorrow, we've done for about 2 months, we had everyone to make nominations for their caregiver. And so we're going to award, we will select our 2022 Caregiver of the Year. And so that person will be surprised. We'll have some sweet things in store for them. But it's just a wonderful time to give respite to caregivers, to tell them thank you for their work. Here in Mississippi, we roughly have almost 420,000 family caregivers.
Wow.
And that's a lot. And caregivers, they provide, uncompensated care. And sometimes to their own financial detriment, as well as their own health detriment. And so these are some of the things that we advocate for, about them taking care of themselves and celebrating them and giving them a break.
Now, if you can't make it to the event tomorrow, this will be live streamed.
Absolutely. It will be live streamed on our Facebook page. And if you ever just want, resources and more directions for caregiver information, you can always go to the aarp.org/caregiving. And you can look up information there as well.
Now, you mentioned a few minutes ago, Kimberly, that the caregivers are not compensated. I mean, this is what they're doing for their families. What are some of the things that they actually do to take care of these family members that need caregiving?
Absolutely. Well, first of all, let me go through the tips, and I can break down some of the things that they do. So there are basically 5 steps to preparing to become a first-time caregiver. And not only work-wise do I know about these, but I'm also a former caregiver. I was the caregiver for my mother, and she transitioned a few years ago now. But at the time, she was going through her 5th battle with cancer. She was almost 81. And
Wow.
so I know these steps very, very intimately. And now my father lives with me, which I love, but Dad is great. I mean, my dad is 80 and walks 5 miles 7 days a week. So
oh, wow.
Good. Yeah. Oh, he's amazing. He's a former coach. And so he's always been really, big about healthy living, eating well, and staying active. So, but those 5 steps to preparing to care. One, you got to start the conversation. You've got to have those deep conversations. Sometimes when you start noticing, mom or my husband, something seems to be more than the normal, forgetfulness that we all go through as we age. You start paying attention to that. You start paying attention if you see some physical, mobility changes in them. You start paying attention to where there's vision issues, hearing issues. And so you begin to start really focusing and having those conversations with them and their doctors as well. You know, you need to make sure that you are on everything. That is really important. If you're going to be primary caregiver, you need to make sure the doctors have you listed, that they know they've got to have conversations with you as well as the person you're caring for. You want to form a team, because here's where you need all the resources. You know, even you know, siblings or loved ones that are away, they can still be a part of that team. My brother lives in Pennsylvania. And he was still very active, you know, whether it was, you know, FaceTiming with our mother's doctors and with me, or, you know, electronically trying to help keep up a good schedule. And even helping financially. You know, caregivers, you know, more than likely, you know, look, it's great if we have loved ones that are, you know, wealthy. You know, that's a blessing. But most of us here in Mississippi, even if our parents have had insurance and have done well, more than likely the majority of us will still have to help with their care. We'll still have to kick in and help with those prescriptions, those medications, special dietary needs. You know, and it's a blessing for those of us that have also done well. You know, maybe the hardship won't be as heavy. But there are some where the hardship will really hit them pretty significantly. And so we want to, you know, make sure that they start trying to figure out how can they afford everything. You know, there's another part to one of the steps about, you know, not only caring for your loved ones by needing to possibly hire some assistance when needed, but that's also a way for you to care for yourself. You know, when you're in the throes of it, you know, we've seen it. There have been statistics and studies done to where sometimes the caregiver will, you know, transition as we.
I'm sure, you know, doing something like that, it's going to take a toll on you yourself to do that. And we got about a minute left, so continue.
Yeah, many times the caregiver would transition before the one they're caring for. So we always want to say, take care of yourself, eat, sleep, keep up with your exercising and your medication. Remember, even as a mother, you can't care for others if you don't care for yourself.
Well, we want to go ahead and mention it again. Tomorrow between 10 and 2 at the Hilton Jackson. It's located on East County Line Road in Jackson. They have the Cares Givers Conference where people can learn about a whole lot more. If you can't make it, you can go to their Facebook page, and they're going to be live streaming it as well. And if you'd like some more information, you can call the numbers on your screen, 877-333-5885. is the number to call on that. So a lot of great work being done with AARP, especially helping out those who are into family caregiving. Kimberly Campbell, so happy to see you again, and thank you for joining us on the show this morning. And we will, you know, pass this along to everyone, and don't forget the big event. And if you need any information, give them a call. They'll be happy to help you out.
Thank you.